To reach higher states of consciousness, or to expand your consciousness, what you'll have to do is you have to become your own source. You have to give yourself your own energy. Stop stealing it from others. So we falsely believe that things out there there's things out there. We believe that I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, I'm not whole and complete. So this is not something that you might consciously accept about yourself, but almost everybody, like everything that they are doing, is being driven by these kind of beliefs. Like their 98% of actions are being driven by these beliefs, and they feel that way very strongly. So that is the empty void within almost all of us, So, and it really gets this void gets generated when we are a child, mostly because we did not have parents who gave us unconditional love. We did not have parents who made us feel secure in ourselves. We did not get parents that made us feel that we are enough just as we are, right? So that empty void gets created. It's we get traumatized. So we start chasing things outside of us because we believe that love comes from outside. Validation, approval comes from outside. And that includes people, other people. That includes having achievements, achieving something big, But that's never enough for ego. It's never ever enough. You will never feel whole and complete. You will never feel worthy. You will never feel enough by chasing external things. Never. You only can stop chasing, seeking things outside of you only when you sit with yourself, realize who you are, and become your own source of energy. Giving yourself your energy. So we are seeking validation, approval, love, acknowledgement, recognition, all these things from outside of us. So what we are essentially doing is we are stealing energy from others. We want other people to give us their energy and tell us that, or make us feel that we are whole and complete, we are enough, we are worthy. We want to get all these feelings by outside people, things, places, etc. Right? But that will never happen, because that empty void will never, never, that empty void will never get filled by external things, because the external is an illusion. Okay, so you have to give yourself your own energy, self-love. That's the way up. Okay, you have to become your own source of unconditional love, of validation, approval, of feeling whole and complete. You have to give yourself everything, all those feelings, all those, you know, things that are making you chase things in the external world in the first place. Like, you have to fill yourself up with so much of your unconditional love, so much validation of yours, that you will come to a point where you will stop seeking. You will realize that you really don't need to chase those things from the outside world. So like, this is also a lesson that I am learning right now in my life. I'm actually relearning this lesson once again, because I learned this last year. I learned this last year, and I was my own source of validation, approval, unconditional love, attention, respect, acknowledgement, understanding, all of that. I was mentally and emotionally and spiritually sovereign, right? And my consciousness was got so expanded. That's also the reason why, everything was fine in my family. I mean, my relationship with everyone. And really, like, when your consciousness is expanded, there's no single problem that you can't solve. Like, everything, you can literally transform any situation to your will. You don't have to manifest through techniques and all. You can simply do things easily. You can shift things easily when your consciousness has expanded, because you would no longer manifest from your ego, from your false self. You'll manifest from who you truly are. And that makes the thing, manifestation, a whole lot easier. That's what I would call God level manifestation. So I was, my own source of fulfillment, of peace, of joy, of happiness, unconditional love, approval, validation, respect, all of these things last year. And I was the happiest, highest I've ever felt in my life. Okay, and I was also in the present moment. So that's the important thing. And I had let go of the past. I was not thinking about future, because I was in complete fulfillment in the present moment. So what else was needed? What else was required? Nothing. I was just so happy, so fulfilled in the present moment, that's all what I wanted. I just wanted this present moment. That's it. I simply did not desire to get anything in the future. So I was completely present. And what happened is that slowly I lost touch with that, state, because I started using all these platforms. I came back online, started using internet, and I was integrating a lot, and eventually I reached a point where a lot of my shadows came up, got re-triggered, all those patterns came up. So now I'm having to relearn all those lessons once again, because I kind of lost myself. I got emotionally tied with people in my family, because I was also, working on my page, my creation, sharing my heart out. So, and I didn't realize that in doing all of that, I stopped being my own source. So that's a lesson that I'm relearning again. And mastering. So this is also like narcissism comes. It ego is basically narcissism. So what we do is, when we are in ego state, we seek energy from the external world. We seek validation, approval, love, attention, understanding, recognition, fulfillment, joy, peace, happiness. We seek all those things outside. But it is not outside, it is never enough. You chase one thing and then you'll run after another. It's never enough for the ego. So until and unless you go within and fulfill yourself, become your own source of energy, become your own source of unconditional love, right? All those things. So until and unless you do that, you will forever be trapped in that trap of chasing things, and your consciousness will remain contracted, because you're leaking energy. You're not centered, fully anchored in yourself. You're not sovereign mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This is also why, I've been making videos on Instagram. My last videos, all of them mostly, are what they're saying is, know your worth, realize your worth, uh, feel whole and complete within yourself by knowing who you are, realizing who you are. Validate yourself by knowing who you are, so you don't have to chase external achievements, relationships, people, things, places. Like, all of that will stop if you just become your own source of energy. You would not need validation from the external world. You would not need any of anything, in fact.